Well, good morning from a rather cloudy and overcast Queensland, Australia morning. And this morning I have a new project that's being put into place just right behind me. This particular weed with the little purple flowers on it, I'm not sure what it's called, but it has taken over a lot of our garden. And whilst I'm going to start a regime of spraying to get rid of it, I thought because I had a bit of space, the easiest thing to do would be for me to create another garden, a large garden, so that a lot of the grass would be taken away and a lot of the opportunity for this weed would be taken away. So we're off to go and see someone to get some wood for the new project. As a gardener, being let loose in a house like this is absolutely perfect for me. This guy here has just got so much stuff. Okay, a lot of it to him is just junk, he won't use it. But to someone like me, a gardener who loves to recycle, there's got to be something in here that I'm going to be able to take home and put into my garden. So, where do I start? And while the boys were putting all the wood on the trailer, I looked through the stuff under his house and I found this. It's just an old watering can. Of course, I won't use it for that. I'll use it as a decoration, but still something that I can put into my garden. I'll go back another day when I've got a bit of space in my car, because he did have a lot of things that I would like. But today I got this fabulous old watering can. These are split logs, and what that means is they take a log obviously and they split it into 4 pieces, and we've just gone and collected 31 of them, and this will form a major part of this new project today. The 30 logs have now been actually put in place. I ended up with 1 spare and I've moved that somewhere else. So this is now what the gardens will look like. There'll be 2 distinct gardens, this one in through here and the one just in behind me, which is quite large, and they'll be divided by this little pathway that I have put in here. So the shape is decided. There's a few trees and plants in there, but the next thing we need to do is get a load of wood chip, put down some cardboard and fill it in. Two truckloads of wood chip has arrived. So who's going to put their hand up to help us move this? It's going to be barrow by barrow, but you know what, we've done it before. This is a great quality wood chip, tree bark, call it what you like wherever you live. You can see it's not too big, it's really finely cut up and really nice rich red trees. It's come from trees, so not a lot of rubbish in here. Exactly what I've always used in my gardens from the very same supplier. So the first barrow's down, probably about 100 to go. The big one on the other side's almost finished. That's the way to deal with 20 square metres of mulch. 2 big truckloads, almost gone. And where did it go? In here. The gardens that I started have now been filled with mulch. Both of the gardens, as you can see, and it's really thick. These gardens will be filled with plants that require no care and attention once they're established. Things like beautiful Australian native trees. All through here, the ones that you see are wattles, and I will fill the centres and the edges with native grasses and with small shrubby Australian natives. Until I decide what's going in there, I have found a nice little place to sit where I ponder what it is that I'm going to be planting in here. And this is where I'll be sitting. I'll be spending a lot of time sitting here, just looking at this garden and deciding what is going to work. Looking at what direction the sun comes in, where the strong winds come from, where I want specific things to be in this area. So I'll sit here for a while, and one day I'll know exactly what I'm going to do in here. But for the moment, it's covered up the grass, covered up that awful weed that lives in our garden areas. And it's another garden for me to spend some time on. No matter what you're doing in your garden today, I hope you're enjoying it as I am.